Eduardo's here.
Eduardo Duran?
All right, so I did some research, and so far we have cloned meat, cloned animals, cloned meat in the food supply, and was approved since 2008 by the FDA. But when you actually look at the medical literature, it states that they don't put the clone meat, the clones, because they're too expensive, but they put all the offspring into the food supply. So me and you and everybody else have eaten cloned meat and cloned animal food products, more than likely. I have the science and medical literature as far as that. Also, I have pretty much a study on current risk assessment and guidelines on the use of food animal products derived from cloned animals. There's also some legislature as far as Texas barely implementing 2000.
Time has expired.
Okay, well, can you give me a little bit more time?
We'll let you finish up. Go ahead and wrap up, though. We just have a little bit of time left.
Okay. There's Texas legislature pretty much stating that they barely established at the beginning of 2014 that they would not allow vaccination of livestock with mRNA vaccination technology. Besides that, there's just barely came out, I guess, guidelines as far as world distribution of genetically modified animal products, including genetically modified animals. There's a whole so on and so forth. But what I'm trying to say is that you have clone meat in the food supply. You have, how do you call it, genetically modified animals also in the food supply. And you potentially also have mRNA vaccinated meat, or possibly floating around also in the food supply. Once those three things mix around in the proper order, we can expect some major aspects as to further discussion on these scientific and medical matters, or as they are stating it so, for us to go ahead
Thank you,
and
Mr.
discern.
Duran. We appreciate you being here. Councilmember Jackson
All
has
right. Here I have the
Mr.
Thank
Duran,
you,
Councilmember
thank you, Mayor
Jackson has
Pro
a
Tem.
comment for
Mr.
you.
Duran, thank you for coming in and sharing this information with us. I'm just curious, what are you part of an organization, or are you a scientist, are you just a citizen studying this?
I'm just a man who is viewing the world unfold as it is, and besides using my God-given pragmatism, which is called intellect, I'm also seemingly trying to guide this story as it should do so.
Okay, thank you for
which we all
sharing.
have a proper inclination as to our natural law. If you have any, any learning facilities towards, I guess, theological matters or moralistic inclinations, not an amoral world.
Thank you,
But
Mr.
thank you for
Duran.
sharing with us. We appreciate it. You have a good one.
Okay. I will say that I do have all the, I guess, the science and medical literature from ncbi.gov, Science Direct, so on and so forth.
Are you wanting to share that with us?
Yes.
You can give it to Renee, and he'll make sure we get a copy of it. We appreciate you being here today. Does that conclude our...
This completes the list of speakers for today's public session.
Council, we stand in recess until tomorrow morning at 9.